All right, so this is a proof video. For those of you who are aspiring to become a Louisiana public notary, you're going to get something like this. It's like an admission ticket. This allows you to go in and take the test. I just removed all of my personal information there, but you're going to receive an email like this. This email came to me on November the 7th, 2025. So that's when this email was sent. You can see it says the examination date is Thursday the 13th, okay? So Thursday the 13th was 2 days ago. We know that based on our proof. We see it Saturday right now, Saturday the 15th. So this test was taken just 2 days ago. All right, there it is, November 13th. Okay, so why is this important? If you contact the office, Secretary of State, they will tell you that after you take the test, you shouldn't expect results for about 2 weeks, somewhere in the neighborhood. So clearly, if I just took the test 2 days ago, I don't know any more than you all know as far as whether I passed or failed. Okay, so I'm not sitting on information here, but even though I do not know what I've made on this test, I want you all to be able to shoot a video such as this because I am saying, based on what I experienced at that test, not only did I pass the test of 70 being the passing grade, I feel I did a lot better than 70. So I'm speaking with confidence today, on this date, Saturday, November 15th, just 2 days outside of the 13th. And I'm only shooting it now because I've just really been busy. Really been busy. This is the first opportunity that I could come and sit in here, but the purpose is not for me. The purpose is so that you can see what you can do. You can be just that confident after you take the test, just 2 days out, you can be comfortable. You begin to make your notary plans. Where are you going to get your seal? You know, how are you going to set your office up? How are you going to do your practice? You can be just that confident, even though I believe that 70% of the people who walk into that room fail the test with a book with answers. Okay, on a test with that level of difficulty, you can have that same level of confidence. So this is just a proof video that even though I do not have a test result 2 days out, okay, from that test date, I feel confident that I not only passed that test, but I should blow that 70 score out of the water. All right. So next time you see this, it will be attached to another video with another purpose. And I would say good luck to you all, but I'm going to show you how to make a video such as this where brother or sister, you won't be needing luck. All right. You all have a good day. All right. Hello, everyone. Melvin Dillon Jr. here. Okay, so this is the follow-up video to the first video that I shot last week concerning the Louisiana Notary test exam. Got this email yesterday. I'll just show you here. It says score report for Thursday, November 13th. Your score is 74, passing score is 70. So passed it. All right. So imagine a test, if you will. Those who are aspiring to become a Louisiana notary, those who are not. Imagine a test where 3 out of 4 people who show up for that test fail it. 3 out of 4. And that's despite 3 out of 4 people having this. Okay. They let you walk into the test with the book, with the answers in it. I did not know how difficult the test was. Maybe I should have done my research. Maybe I would have chosen another field, but it's probably good that I found out a little too late how challenging the test was going to be. But 3 out of 4 people, okay? So if you're here, you are an aspiring Louisiana notary, looks like you have 3 options. Option 1, do what I did. Okay, try to be quick with it. I wouldn't say cheat, but chat GTP to try to look up words and definitions. Okay, do it the fast way. And, the first time I only failed it by 3 points. I got a 67 out of 70. But I can say going that quick route, I was not as confident as I needed or should have been. So the feeling that time and this time was definitely different. Doing it the old-fashioned way, turning pages, taking time, reading, understanding what is there. So you have three options. One, wing it as I did. Maybe you'll pass, maybe you will not. Option three, I'm going to skip option two because option two is actually me. So option three is this. I got this in the mail, iNotary. So I see Louisiana Secretary of State, they're giving out your address because I did not receive anything like this before I signed up. So anyway, this is some type of course that can help you. I went online, I see the course looks reasonable, only maybe about $200, but this thing stands out to me. You see what's circled? Years of results. That is actually why I would not pursue a course like this if I'm brand new to it, just learning how to spell notary. The reason I would not, go through a course like this is because of that reason. Years of results. You're paying for this. Whether you pay them or you pay for what I offer, you're paying for this. So what are the chances within 1 hour of what you're paying for, someone who has years of results is not going to tell you stories of Miss Ann back in New Orleans who was married to Mr. Jefferson, and you thought you could use the affidavit of small succession, but later on you came to find out that et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Someone with years of experience is likely going to take up some of your hours time that what you're paying for with years of experience. My opinion, you probably don't need that right now. Okay, if you're new, like I still am right now, you need this. You need the basics. You need to know what's in this book. Okay, so option two is me, and I'm not knocking these companies. Okay, I'm not saying that they're bad. There's a time and a place for everything, right? So option two is basically I give you three things. You have my number, and all the way up until test day and beyond, you will be able to contact me. I can tell you what building you're going to. I can tell you how close people to your left and to the right are going to be sitting next to you. I can tell you about the processes. Most importantly, I can tell you content. I can tell you what is on that test. By failing it the first time, taking it this second time, I saw consistencies. And just as I thought, there are certain questions that I actually thought would be on the test that turned out to be there on the test. I can tell you the format so that you won't be shocked. The book is going to give you an idea about the format, and it's pretty good, but there's just nothing like actually seeing it on that screen where it's you pushing A, B, C, or D. So all of that, the testing day experience, where to park, where not to park, the LSU campus, building you're going to, and most importantly, I don't have it here, but let's see, I think I can get it here. All right, this. Just going to show it to you briefly. All right, so this. I'm not going to go too far into that because that's actually a part of what you're paying for, but there are page numbers there so that when you begin your practice, you can go back to the book and find those topics there. Information is separated based on what you need to know up here in your head, and information that you just need to be able to find later in the book. When you're there at the test, if they should ask, you need to be able to locate that information in the book. You don't need to have all this information in your head. You just need to, much of it, reference it, be able to find it to get the answers. So this, what you're looking at, it's two forms, it's two sheets, and it's split up in two ways. One, concepts, okay? If you're going to pay your bills each month, you need to know the concept between $1 and 1,000 concepts of numbers, right? If you're going to make a paragraph, you need to know the concept of letters, the basic building blocks. So half of this is concepts. The other half is practice. practice, putting it into practice. So I've basically taken this book and I've summarized it into 50-50, into half and half. Concepts you need to know up here, not, reaching for somewhere. Concepts you need to know up here, and practices that you also need to know up here. So that is what you're going to get with me. You're going to get all the test day experience, real world, down to the temperature of the room, in those two. So not knocking this company. Hopefully, maybe they will. Maybe they would be good. I think now or after you pass the test, and I'm using that word, after you do pass the test, hey, jump into it. Louisiana Secretary website, they have a few companies. I found their courses about $500, $600, $700. So after you pass the test, hey, it might be great for you. You will understand what they're telling to you after you pass the test. I wouldn't go jumping as a new notary, as a new anything. I would not immediately jump into somebody with years of experience. It's more than likely going to cloud what you need to know up here for test day. Then that's what I'm going to give you this. I'm going to give you this, what you need to know on test day so that you can get to this phase. All right. That's all I got. You can see I made a 74, and based on my first video, I was confident, right? So I was thinking I was going to get an 85, of course, get some wrong. I'm not perfect, but I was thinking 80, 85. So to say I just came out with 74, that should give you an idea about, the level of difficulty on this test. So that's all I have. Good luck to you all. I'm going to come up with a fee, and that will be listed so that you all can see it. But I don't have anything else further. Good luck to you all, Louisiana notaries. Bye-bye.